Good mornings, Frank Roberts at Memphis Water Gardens here delivering some equipment. We are headed back there and we are going to be building this pond. Check it out. Yep, that right there. But for right now, there's nothing in the ground yet. And it's gonna be a beautiful, sweet little project. So we've got basically a 20 by 20 pond. We're going to have a large berm created back here. We're gonna have it around the perimeter with some large boulders, and the waterfall is then coming down off of that berm. Because it's such a large pond and we're going 5 feet deep on this one, we need to have 2 of these 6,000 biofalls filters that Philip and Melvin just brought in there, because we're gonna be holding right at 12,000 gallons. So we need 2 6,000 biofalls in order to filter that. Right there, we're gonna have a jumping rock over here. They wanna be able to hop in this, and it's not technically classified as a swim pond because it does not have a wetland filter or an external pump, but the homeowner wants this pond to be reminiscent of the naturally occurring swimming holes and ponds that he had as a child. We're gonna transform this backyard. We're going from this to this. I have left last 2 days to dig this pond without me, and other than taking care of some office work. I'm not sure what I'm about to see. I do see a massive pile of dirt. Holy cow!
Good morning, sir.
This is awesome. Say it again, what now?
10 feet deep.
10 feet or 5 feet? It looks like about 5.
5 feet deep.
Has he seen it?
Yes, he has.
What did he say?
Loved it.
Awesome.
Loved it.
Does he still think it looks little?
No. It's like, you're right. It's just huge. He got in it and everything.
This is the soggiest yard we've ever worked in. That looks like the hardest dirt we've worked in a long time.
Which would explain what's how
Almost 5 feet underground,
You're a couple
below
inches
ground.
up.
Hopefully not underground. I hope not to be 5 feet underground for many, many more years.
Water. These ponds like this.
Okay. A couple more ponds like this to put you 5 feet under, or 6. Shelf there that collapsed on us. This is our berm that we're working on right here. We'll define the perimeter of that and the front of that with some large boulders that will define our waterfall. We have a skimmer located back here and a skimmer located right here. One of the skimmers is going to have 2 pumps in it, and one of those pumps is going to feed jets that will be located down at the bottom of the pond. It'll push the water and debris up from the bottom so that it is drawn into the skimmers and we don't have dead zones down at the bottom of the pond. And you can see that's a big old liner. It is heavy. I'm assuming that was heavy.
No, it's light.
Light, okay. had to do because of the size of the pond. We can't reach all the way from over there to here where I'm standing with this size machine. So we took the stones, the big ones, that are gonna go around here. We set them all in the bottom of the pond. They're all still strapped. And so now Philip is gonna take the machine and move it around, and we wanna only have to move it once. We don't wanna have to go back and forth with the skid steer either. So he's gonna take the tractor and he's gonna move it around to about right here. And then from there, we can pick the rocks up out of the bottom, place them where they want to be on the shelves, where we want them to be on the shelves. Once he's done that, he'll head back over there and we'll be able to finish out the waterfalls and the rest of the rocking, and we'll just be able to fill in between these stones with stuff that we can manage by hand. And I got these big rocks set down here at the bottom, forming up. Purposely chose thinner stones there so that it did not eat up a bunch of the bottom of the deep part. Got your skimmer, one skimmer is set right there, and your other skimmer is set up there. And then on Monday we'll get the rest of the rock work, the big rock work finished, and hopefully get started on the waterfalls on Monday. Last one?
Last one.
I had to come by here the other day because it had rained so much, and the way this backyard is laid out, it just was getting underneath the liner, and it looked like a hippo had crawled up underneath our liner. All right, so I'm pumping water out from underneath the liner. I had to cut a hole in it right there because it flows across the yard and behind the liner when it rains and comes down underneath. It's not a problem when the pond's full of water and rocks, but before then it gets underneath and causes what's called hydrostatic pressure because it can't go into the ground fast enough, and so it'd rather come up than go down. We start with the big rocks, get them in place. They set the structure of our pond, and then we come in with these one-man boulders like this, and some others that are a little bit larger like these guys, to kind of fill in some of the spaces between our big stones. And then after that's done, we come in with what we call basketballs, which are stones like this, fill in the big gaps, and then we come in behind those with the cobbles and start filling in. Then after cobbles, then we will start hitting it with gravel, and that's where you can see it's already starting to take shape. And once we get the gravel in, then it's the home stretch, and we just have to clean it up and kind of wash it down and do the edge treatments. After that, it's a, I won't say walk in the park, but it's very straightforward. So you can see it's finally starting to come together. Pretty excited to see this progress being made. Biggest challenge is foaming
has nothing to do with foam or rocks, but everything to do with trying to keep it off of your clothes. That's the challenge. If you can foam and keep it off your clothes, you know what you're doing. Try to, but I don't always win.
And we're getting some water in there so that the water from the yard doesn't drain in and balloon our liner up down here like it did the last time. The waterfalls are foamed in and they hold water. And I was running a hose on this earlier, so we're gonna have water gushing over right there and right there, coming down, coming in together, and coming over this large stone. It's gonna be a lot of water, somewhere around 10, 11, 12, 13,000, probably about 10, 12,000 gallons of water coming over that chute right there. It is filling up and it is beautiful. We've got it all gravelled in, got steps right here to come out.